Hey yo, what's up guys? It's me, the Great What If, back in another video, and this is What If Deku was a bounty hunter. And I just want to say thank you all again, for so much of your support, so much of your time, energy, for even listening to me. Alright, thank you. And also, I'm probably going a little bit over the top on this one, but Izuku here is going to be 22, alright? He's going to be shit with Rivi, I think is how you pronounce her name. Alright, I don't want to see no hate comments about this or how I misspelled her or how I pronounced her name. I don't want to see none of that shit. Alright? If you haven't seen, the thumbnail and everything, really. Anyways, also, I have been getting a small percentage of you, a small percentage of comments saying that Izuku's 15 and all and everything, yada yada yada. That's you're wrong. I showed you the evidence, yada yada. Izuku's supposed to be 15. Look, I'm not gonna, say anything. I'm just here to say this in great detail. I don't give a fuck. Alright? I don't give a fuck. I made Izuku specially for UA college. Alright? UA college, not fucking high school. Alright? No. Alright? I did say this many times. Over the what ifs that I make, I say this many times, and I hate it that you guys are saying, oh, it's college and everything, it's not, supposed to be college, it's 15 to 16. What the? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Alright? I'm practically losing my shit. Because I did explain to this. Every what if that I make, it's a UA college. I can't be doing this shit with 15-year-olds. Just to put it in my perspective, alright? UA's gonna be a college, alright? That's what every what if that I'm making is UA college. I can't make a, Izuku, high school, normal canon and everything, I can't do that. Because I can't shit with people, Izuku X Miracle. 15-year-old with a 26-year-old. No! No! Give me with that bullshit. Bro, no. That's why UA's a college. Alright, 17 to 18. That's where I can be safe. That's my safe ground right there. Alright? Alright, I'm practically losing my shit. Alright? It's just a 1% of you. Just a little bit of a 1% of you are saying this shit. Zuko's supposed to be in high school. 15 years old. And look, I saw a strange comment saying that you can't have Mina, looking like that on a thumbnail. Because some of them aren't some of the people that are watching me aren't 18 years old. Look, listen to me carefully. You guys are watching this, alright? I put 18 pluses, alright? That's what my videos are for, 18 plus. Okay? Don't say shit to me if I can't, put whatever I want on my thumbnail. You guys are watching this, alright? I'm tired of it. No, I'm tired of it. Alright? I was confused on this one little comment. Saying that why are you guys, why are you putting that specific picture on a thumbnail when you have people watching you? I don't know what to say. Because at least a good portion, about like 8K views on a 18 plus, and I know for a fucking fact there's 13 or to 15 people of age watching that video. Even if I say it's 18 plus, you know for a fucking fact people are gonna watch it. You know for a fucking fact. I can't control that. No. That's why I put the 18 plus in. I can't hold responsible with that. People are watching that shit and they like it. They find it hilarious. I love doing that too. But I don't want to, always put... At this point, I don't know what I'm saying. all I'm saying is, I can put whatever the fuck I want in my thumbnail, alright? I don't want to say none of that shit. UA's a college, alright? That's where I can make, eligible ships that are the right age in mind. Okay? That's all. I think I have ranted enough and bought you enough, time to collect your thoughts. I don't know how long this fucking intro is, so enough of me, jibber jabbering and everything. Let's get right into this what if. So, we're gonna cut to Izuku growing up in a orphanage, in a rural area. No, there's no like in skyscrapers or anything like that. No. Just a plain field where the kids can run around grabbing daisies and everything. It's just, able to do that. Alright. Izuku got there when he was 1 year, 1 year old. Now, I'm not going to explain how Izuku got there when he's 1 year old, alright? I'm not going to explain that. Not yet. Izuku's growing up, in this orphanage and all. And, he's spending time with the other kids, playing around, running around, acting like, what a kid's supposed to act, childish, playing around, pulling pranks, having fun with other kids. And, Izuku, he's happy. He's always happy there. Not one time did he ever feel bad. Whenever he cries or anything, he knows he got his brothers and sisters for his back. He got his back. All right, he calls them family: mom, dad, sisters, brother. Yeah, he doesn't care. He knows for a fact that they aren't his real, brothers and sisters, but hey, they're family. He doesn't care. He loves them. And will continue on loving them as family. I was about to say home sweet Alabama, but no, that would be over the top. But anyways, by the age of 4, all the kids, the woman who runs the whole orphanage pull up in a bus outside and says, "Alright kids, we're gonna go and check what your quirks are." I know some of you have already manifested your quirk and hoping to know what it is, so let's go. As they get every other kid who's around the age of 4 on the bus, which is like a couple, a good 12 or 15 of them. And as they all head, to the quirk doctor, aka, the one in canon, alright, the same quirk doctor. As he, interviews one by one, Izuku was next. And, the woman sitting right next to Izuku, holding his hand and saying, it's alright. Izuku's kind of scared because, well, he's never been to a place with huge-ass buildings or anything. He's always accustomed to the rural area, and he's not really much like socializing, if you get what I mean. As the quirk doctor, he tests Izuku and everything. He says, yeah, he has a quirk and everything, but we're not sure if, at this age, he's supposed to manifest his quirk, but, it may take some time for him to activate it. But yeah, sure enough, he has a quirk. And the woman says, thank God, okay. I guess we'll get the next child inside. As Izuku says, oh, yeah, sweet. I actually got a quirk, but what is it? And he's talking to the other kid saying, alright, what's your quirk? And, the kid says, yeah, I could breathe fire. And Izuku's like, wow, you can? Can I see? And, the kid, desperate, breathes out a huge ball of fire. And, a woman comes in and says, no, don't use their quirks inside. This is a hospital. You don't want to burn down the hospital. Alright, don't do that. And Izuku's, oh, I see the kid and say, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And one by one, the kids go inside the quirk doctor. Took a couple of minutes until everyone was able to know what their quirks are. And, everyone got their quirks, except for Izuku, since he doesn't know what his quirk is, yet it hasn't manifested. It's supposed to manifest around this time, but, it'll probably manifest sooner or later. Izuku was disappointed while they were, in the bus. But, some of the kids, cheered up Izuku, knowing that he does have a quirk, but it needs some time to manifest. They bring him up even though he's sad and everything. Their family, they bring him up. Instead of tearing him down, they bring him up. Saying that, it's alright, Zugu. We know for a fact you have a quirk, so we're not worried. You just need some time to manifest. It all takes time. Zugu, he was kind of crying, but said, alright then, I guess. And, everyone goes in an orphanage and everything, Normally they will all eat and all, Everything was good. Until night fell. That night when everyone of the kids were sleeping and everything, Izuku couldn't sleep. He had like a horrific nightmare about a strange woman with green hair going over his body. It's almost like he was, using her body as a shield against someone. But he was clouded. He couldn't see who the person was, but he could see a splash of blood. Izuku then just jumped up from this horrific nightmare and says, God, I need a drink. Yeah, I need some good OJ, because maybe she's up. Maybe I can ask her if I can sleep in her room. As he brings some, a little blanket with him, a green little blanket, and he gets off from the bed and just goes to the refrigerator to get some, juice and everything. As he gets through the kitchen doorway until he hears someone talking. Two men, and it seems that they're arguing. Izuku traveled around the hallway for a while and piqued his interest a little and decided to watch a little. He hid for a while and just watched what was going on. He saw the two men yelling at the woman who was, raising us. And she was just saying, "No, get the fuck away. You're not taking our kids." And the man says, Alright. Better give us the fucking kids before I kill your ass. Huh? You really want that? You don't want to make a scene, huh? Leave before I call the heroes. Get out! You're not welcome. And the men, they're chuckling, saying, "Oh yeah, we're having those kids. Whether you like it or not, Granny. Get out of the way." As he proceeds to go and shove her along the side. She uses her quirk, was able to manipulate water. She created a small enough, sharp water, little needles of water, and just shoot it right at the man, causing him to bleed a little. The man holds his face, saying, you bitch, and just fucking punches her across the face. Izuku was terrified. As Izuku slowly backed away and ran towards his, bed, he just thought that everything was just, a dream. He just needs to wake up. So he just ran towards his room, closed the door behind him, and jumped on his bed and covered himself with his blanket, hoping that everything is just a dream and he would just wake up. He just saw his, own, quote-unquote mom just get pimp slapped or, backhanded on her cheek, sending her flying. Izuku was terrified. He didn't know what to do or what to say. He just ran away. As Izuku could hear the thumping footsteps across the hallway, he could hear more screaming and screaming until he hears a couple of blasts. Gunshots. Izuku thought, should I wake them up? No. I don't know. What do I do? What would a hero do? As he has a little flashback of, their teachings. He has school inside the whole orphanage. They teach him about everything, how villains would hurt other people and how heroes would just step up and save them. Have the courage enough to take them down and never back down. And it's what they call heroes. As Izuku stops his little flashback and everything, he says, should I take them down? But I don't know what my quirk is. Maybe I should call my friends. Should I wake them up? Yeah, I think so. I should wake them up. As Izuku slowly gets out of the bed, walks towards his, brother's bed, and just nudges him, trying to wake him up. As he just says, Izuku, go to sleep. Are you having nightmares again? Just go to sleep. And Izuku says, no, we need to get out. Out. Wake up, motherfucker. Out. Out. We're gonna die here. And, he slowly gets up and says, Izuku, what's going on? Like, are you having nightmares again or what? Like, this is the third time. Like, no, they hit mom. I don't know who they are, but they just came out of nowhere, and as he just hears the door break down, Izuku turns and sees the two big ass men walking inside the door. Their shoes are like iron. As Izuku's brother says, "Oh, what the hell?" And Izuku, Izuku's brother is like at least 5 years old, and Izuku here is 4, so he's a year older than him. As the kid says, "Who the hell are you?" And the man says, "Is he it?" "No, I don't think so." "So what do we do?" "Kill him. I mean, he's useless." And Izuku says, "Huh?" As the brother just gets shot in the head. As the loud bang rings around the whole room, everyone's inside. Like, this is like a small, a room enough, but there's many kids inside. As everyone slowly started to wake up from the large bang, they were kind of, they were kind of dazed from the big ass, gunshot, and their ears started to ring. And slowly, all of them started to get up and just look. It says, "Izuku? Who are they?" As they see the corpse of one of their own brothers. And all of them screamed. The horrific screams of children ring through Izuku's ears. The gunshot ringing stopped. All Izuku could hear are the screams of the children. And Izuku just looks and sees the bloody mess of the child. And the other men were just saying, "Alright then. Should we kill them all?" "No, we need to look for at least one suitable one. The doctor said he didn't manifest his quirk yet, so he could be useful. The rest of these little squirts are just tools, playthings. Go have your fun." As the man says, "Are you sure? I mean, I think I'll be able to hit the one who doesn't have manifested his quirk yet." The man says, "You're probably in the next room. I mean, he'll probably be in the next room, so smoke him. We can't let them talk." And the man says, okay. I see what I like it, As he just brings out 2 Uzis and just everyone. Izuku ducked under the bed and just had to force and hear the slushes and blood of his own brothers and sisters all around him. He hid, covering his mouth, hoping that they weren't there. And as the gunshots all stop, he couldn't hear his brothers and sisters no more. They're gone. As he could hear the thumps of the iron boots slowly coming towards him, the man lifted up the bed, seeing Izuku just there, crying, holding his hands on his mouth, holding his screams. The man grabbed Izuku by the throat and just thrashed him against the wall, saying, "This should be easy. I mean, you little kids. Could be so fun these days. I could just hear their screams ringing out until your lungs have no more oxygen. How about I suck it right off you?" As the man proceeds to put a tube down Izuku's throat, Izuku was forced to feel all the oxygen in his own body slowly dissipate. It's almost like he was suffocating. He tried to breathe. He tried to scratch the man's arm. He tried his best. He felt the light. He's fading away. It's almost calming. It's almost peaceful. Until the well, the pipe got out of Izuku's mouth. Izuku fell to the ground, coughing and coughing. And the man says, I mean, how much could I break you? Could I break your little lungs? No, I could break your little legs too. Your hand would be great as well. And how should I start it off, though? As he proceeds to kick Izuku's stomach, sending him flying. As he hits the wall, his hand touches a part of this little, well, his little sister, who just got her quirk. He could just feel the warmth of her blood on his hand. It was just horrible. Izuku was just at awe. He couldn't even talk anymore. He tried to breathe as hard as he can, but that kick just blew out all the air that was inside of Izuku. He couldn't breathe until the man started to walk towards Izuku. Then another man goes into the door saying, "Don't hurt him. Actually, he is the kid. And check the others. Not one of them." And the man says, "Oh, sorry, doll. I think I broke you a little, but who cares?" The man said he will give a good enough money for you. I hope you can enjoy his broken little toy. As Izuku passed out. As the man grabbed Izuku and just dragged him in his car, both of them going in. One of the men put his, earphones in and started to drive. The other man just sitting, watching as he just looks up and sees the dark night sky and just grins a smile. Izuku passed out on his, passenger seat with no, safety belt or anything. He's just laying there. Blood still coursing down his nose and whatnot. Izuku had a flashback about how many times their sisters and brothers always played around. How they tried to cook a little meal for their mom. Izuku would get hurt by a little kitchen knife. And he would a little bit bleed. He would cry. As the woman would just rush in saying, "What's wrong?" And just sees Izuku with a little bloody, his little thumb bleeding a little. As the woman just wraps Izuku up in a little bandage, covering the thumb and saying, "Izuku, you're not supposed to use knives. They're very dangerous. You can get hurt a lot with them." And Izuku says, "Why did that thing hurt me?" And, the woman says, "It's very sharp. I thought I taught you this. You're not supposed to touch things in the kitchen without my how do I say it? Permission." As Izuku says, "We wanted to make something special for you. You're always so kind to us, and we all wanted to make you something special." And, the woman just blushes and says, "Aw, that's so sweet of you. Come on, at least let me help out a little." And Izuku, with a big smile, says, "Sure." As the woman taught Izuku how to hold the knife properly. As they chopped some fruits and vegetables and everything. It was peaceful. It was great. As Izuku would slowly wake up from consciousness, his body was still unable to move, feeling so numb. He thought about the knife in his hand, how it felt, how the grip felt, and how sharp the knife actually was. As a pulse rushed through Izuku's hand, through arm to his hand, and a small kitchen knife arose from his hand. The weight on it felt, not as heavy as he thought. Not as heavy as the other kitchen knife that he used, but it was a kitchen knife after all. Izuku slowly tried to get up. He then notices the man with his earphones in a car, driving. With his, nodding and everything, probably thanks to all the music. And Izuku looked and turned his eye towards the man who was looking through the sky with a big grin. Izuku didn't know how long he was in the car, but he felt so weak. He didn't know what was going on. His mind was going blank. But Izuku's adrenaline kicked in. He felt a rush that he never felt before. He looked at the man and noticed that he was not paying attention. And how all the times, he remembered the screams of his own sisters and, brothers. And how much Izuku hated what he had done. All those children. And he does not hold no resentment to it at all. He didn't care for he didn't care at all. He's not a human, he's a monster. A psychopath. Izuku says, "You bastard." And in his mind saying, what would a hero do? Think, Izuku, think. And he had a little flashback of his own, quote-unquote mother saying, a hero is someone who always protects someone, even if they're in the midst of danger. They will never run away or cower away. They will always rush in and help them, no matter what the cost is. And everyone was just cheering and everything, saying, yeah, I'm going to be a hero as well. Yeah, me too. Izuku, you want to be a hero as well? And Izuku's just saying, yeah, I guess. I could be a hero too. And everyone was just cheering and everything. Izuku then flashed back into reality and says, I'll be a hero. Don't worry, everyone. I'll be a hero. I'll take down that villain. As his hand is trembling with the knife, he can't hold it still. But he doesn't need to hold it still. He just needs to pierce him. He knows for a fact that a knife will harm a human very well. He just needs to stab him, that's all. Then he can get the hell out of here. He can go back home to his sister, his brothers, everyone. They're waiting for him. Izuku, with the last of his strength, lunges at the man, stabbing him straight into the stomach. The man screams and just looks down and notices the knife piercing in his stomach, saying, what the hell? Ugh, you damn brat. As he went for a swing, Izuku's instincts kicked in and just ducked. He then manifested another knife again and stabbed him, but this time repeatedly. His adrenaline kicking in, saying, you monster! You deserve to die! You monster! As the kid's just repeating on, stabbing the man in the chest, again and again and again and again and again, until the knife pierced the man's heart, killing him instantly. As Izuku slowly turns his head and notices the man driving, his headphones in, he couldn't hear anything. Izuku thought about what he should do, and says, I'll kill you. I'll kill you dead. You'll pay for what you did. Damn bastard! As his hand is still trembling, but now his mind is focused. He's concentrating, piercing the neck. That's what he has to do. Pierce the neck. Kill him. Kill him! As Izuku's instincts kicked in and just jumped at the man, with one of his arm across the man's throat, with one of his hand on a knife, piercing the man's throat, repeatedly stabbing him. The man swerving in and out, the cars going past him, as Izuku would just repeatedly on stabbing, saying, die! Die! Die, you animal! Die! Die! As Izuku would just stab and stab and stab relentlessly until his arms would just fall off. And all the flashes and memories of everyone that he'd known so far He kept on stabbing. Tears flowed down Izuku's cheek and just kept on stabbing. The man stopped swerving. His car went straight, going to a ditch. The car tumbled down a hillside, and Izuku was all over the place. His leg, sadly, was broken. He cried out in pain as the car just crashes down a hill. Silence went for at least 5 minutes, and Izuku, great, as Izuku just crawls out of the car and begins to walk away, holding on to his stomach and just trying to crawl out of there, crawl away to safety. Now, this is where I'm going to end it up, guys. I know for a fact it's very, sluggish and all, and it is going to get better over time, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So, yeah, comment down below, and, like, subscribe and all. So, yeah. Bye.